All right, welcome to another episode of the Middle Aged Metalhead. Today I'm going to be talking about a few CDs and records that came in during the month. Now, since about January, all of this year really, I haven't actually ordered anything from international distros or labels, with the price of vinyl and CD just shooting up constantly, shipping to India just going up as well, plus customs. You never know what they're going to charge you when it reaches India, and things just get a bit too expensive. But thankfully, there have been a couple of distros that have been sourcing some really, really good music. So, huge shout out to Slatanic Distro and main man Brijraj Agarwal, and also the Bangalore Audio Distro and Aditya Reddy. You'll find both their Instagram pages in the description, so go check them out. And they've both been doing a terrific job. So, today, let me show you what I've got, some of the stuff that's come in April. First up, Tristitia. This is the Lamentations in Darkness box set. Five CDs overall, released by Hammerheart. Now, nice thick booklet and box. One moment, let me see if I can get everything out in one piece without dropping anything. So, yeah, that's the box, front, back, hype sticker. Comes with a very neat woven patch and a nice poster of the band. That's the band Tristitia from Sweden. Started off in 1992 in a sort of blackened doom kind of space. And over the years, they've released a bunch of albums. This box set, I think, contains the first four albums, and it also contains this one. Where is that? Lamentations from the Beginning. So this one contains, I would say, their demos and some unreleased material. And apart from that, you've got the first four full lengths. So you've got One with Darkness, which was, I guess you could say, quite a lo-fi recording, but a very, very original voice. Then you've got Crucidiction, which continued along that way. And after that, they started to get maybe a little more not as lo-fi as they used to be. The production started becoming a little more modern, and this one's called Garden of Darkness. And then you've got The Last Grief. And overall, nice looking digipacks as well. I haven't actually listened to the box yet. I haven't even taken the shrink wrap off the CDs, but really looking forward to spinning these at some point. But Tristitia, if you've never heard them before, if you like doom metal, if you like generally black and doom, there really isn't any other band that they sound like. They have their own unique little space in the metal underground. So go check them out and tell me what you think in the comments. Next up, a few releases from India. So first up, this is the debut album from Moral Collapse. I think their second album is due later this year. This one is basically a trio who play a sort of dark, extreme, progressive kind of metal. Main man Arun Natarajan has been around the scene for years. He's also the boss for Subcontinental Records, based out of Bangalore, who do an amazing job with independent jazz, electronic, ambient, and all sorts of different music. But this one is all metal and very, very good. So go check this band out. You'll see the Bandcamp link in the comments. Next, from I think this band is partly based out of Mumbai and partly out of Pune. Maybe I'm wrong there. But this is the second album from Dirge. Now, these guys, the first album was sort of like a doom metal plus post metal kind of mashup with a few other influences. But this second album is a real statement of identity. You know, the band feels like they've really found their sound, which is massive post metal, and it sounds great. Just 4 songs, 4 long songs, but yeah, really, really good stuff. If you like this kind of stuff, go check Dirge out. They're really, really good. Next up, something a little bit left field for me. Solo album from Abhinav Varma, The Sum of All Energies. Now, Abhinav, when I first met him, he was playing guitar in a technical death metal band, and he still plays in a variety of metal bands in the local scene. Sometimes live, sometimes in the studio, helping out a bunch of bands. But this is his first solo album where he's playing flamenco guitar, I guess. Maybe a little bit of classical guitar as well. But this is, yeah, a solo project, all instrumental, and he sounds absolutely brilliant. This is really, really good stuff. So if you were looking for something different, well, look no further. Abhinav Varma's solo album, The Sum of All Energies. Also, mad props to Niharika from Goatsmoke for this artwork. I mean, look at that. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. I hope the camera is capturing this, but yeah, really cool stuff. Next up, now this was a bit of a surprise really when Bangalore Audio Distro said that Aditya from Bangalore Audio Distro said that he was sourcing these. So deep within the Australian underground, I think this band started sometime around 84, 85, maybe a couple of years after that, but I think it was around the mid 80s. This is Armored Angel. Let me just get the sleeve out. Australian band started off as thrash metal, and over the years they moved on to a much more death metal sound. Now, this particular release is a 2 CD compilation of all of their material between 87 and 96. And so this is what the CD looks like. And you've got CD2 here. But yeah, absolutely killer band. And along with the CD compilation, I also managed to score their only full length. This is Angel of the Sixth Order. By this time, the band's sound had become a lot more death metal inclined and very old school death metal, melodic, and not in the Gothenburg kind of way, but just that the songwriting had a really, really good melodic, classic heavy metal sensibility. And musically, yeah, this is proper death metal and very, very good album. And like I said, the only full length that the band actually put out, which is a shame, really, but top class stuff. If you've never heard the band, go check them out. I don't think they're streaming anywhere, but you can find this album on YouTube. And yeah, Angel of the Sixth Order by Armored Angel. Terrific stuff. Next up, couple of long awaited thrash metal albums that I've been looking for, wanting to get for a long time. First up, Canada's Infernal Majesty. This is their debut album, None Shall Defy, reissued by High Roller Records from Germany. Fantastic album. Absolutely brilliant album. Very, I would say, Slayer inspired, but still manages to have its own sound and a High Roller reissue. So you know it's going to come with a massive poster, which I will attempt to unfold and show. Look at that. Okay. That is Infernal Majesties, None Shall Defy. This one, I used to have the CD years ago, but I have no idea where that went. So, yeah, this is something I'm really, really thrilled to have. Next, completing the first four Destruction on vinyl, finally. Release from Agony. Look at that. Always liked this album art, always found it very, very creepy and kind of disturbing. And yeah, it looks great. Really nice reproduction. Another high roller reissue, so you know it's going to come with a poster. And this one, I do believe, is a half and half or a, yeah, there you go, half and half. Or I think high rollers calling this a bi, but whatever it is, white and green. I'm not a huge fan of colored LPs, but yeah, this was the only option available, so I figured why not? May as well get this. And now the task of putting this back in. Terrific album, really good stuff. And another LP that, yeah, I'm just really, really thrilled to have. Next up, not a big fan of pre-orders, but I did pre-order this album way back in August of last year from Transcending Obscurity, one of my favorite releases from 2022, and it is finally here. That is Moog Supplier Inevitability, absolutely intense death grind from the same mind behind Drug Honky, who were another really, really good industrial death metal band. But this one's more in the death grind kind of space, although there are a few other elements that kind of make it difficult to pin down as well. Also, the artwork by Maurice Lewandowski, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, legendary artist who sadly passed away last year. And look at that. And yeah, this one's also a colored vinyl because Transcending Obscurity does not do black. All of their variants come in colors. Although I have to say, not a particularly huge fan of the color scheme here, but that custom label looks fantastic. So yeah, overall, terrific album. If you've never heard Moog Supplier, start with this album, Inevitability. I think this is their third overall full length. They've also been releasing a bunch of singles uh, after this album came out through the last couple of months. And I'm going to be linking to all of their music in the description, so check them out. That's Moog Supplier, Inevitability. Look at that. I mean, that's some serious art, right? That looks brilliant. So, and of course, this is variant number one of about three different variants, I think, and each limited to 100 copies. And this is number 41 of 100 of variant one. Yeah, so if you're keeping track of those things, well, you know. Next, a few albums from Relapse, all sourced by Slatanic Distro. First up, another long awaited, long wanted album, Pig Destroyer's second full length, Prowler in the Yard. Maybe one of the most disturbing cover arts ever. I remember I used to have a t shirt of this years ago. Never had it on CD, but finally got the LP and I am thrilled. This one is a sort of orange black kind of mix. Looks pretty cool, I have to say. Look at that. That does look pretty cool, no? Yeah. And just a fantastic album of grindcore. Next, now this album, a friend gave this to me on cassette. It was dubbed from a CD, I guess, and absolutely mad, right? The first time I heard this, it absolutely blew my mind. And over the years, I found out that it was just an EP, but an incredibly influential EP. This is Human Remains, using sickness as a hero. Had a massive influence on Luke LeMay and Gorguts, according to some interviews I've read with him. But yeah, what is this? Death Grind, really technical, dissonant, just downright strange at times, very difficult to get a handle on, but absolutely captivating. It's only about 20 odd minutes long, but it is a brutal 20 minutes. Absolutely terrific stuff. That's Human Remains, using sickness as a hero. Next up, and the last one for today, celebrating its 20th anniversary, I think originally released in 2003, if I'm not mistaken. This is Incantation, Diabolical Conquest, one of the, I would say maybe my second favorite Incantation album after Onward to Golgotha, but could well be one of the greatest death metal albums of the last 20 odd years. Absolutely destructive stuff. Diabolical Conquest. This one is, let's see, this is the aqua blue version. So, let me, if I can pull this out today. Yeah, there you go, aqua blue. And of course, Daniel Corchado from The Chasm plays on this one. And it is really just a fantastic album. I mean, no two ways about it. Like I said, could well be one of the goats of the genre, if not all time, at least in since 2000. That's Incantation, Diabolical Conquest. And that is pretty much it for today. It is a hot and humid night here in Bangalore, and I am sweating my balls off. So I'm going to call it a night here. If you like the video, go ahead and subscribe, like the video so that more people can see it. Leave a comment about whatever you want, really. Say something in the comments. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, that's about it from me. Stay safe, stay metal. Have a good one.